coming here to support such an amazing and important event. So as we recognize Child Abuse Prevention Month, we come together as a community to reaffirm our responsibility to protect the children of Jamestown and the surrounding community. Every child in our city deserves to grow up in a safe, loving, and supportive environment, free from harm and full of opportunity. Our children are the future of Jamestown, and it is our duty to ensure that they have the strong foundation they need to thrive. Child abuse and neglect are not just national issues, they affect families right here in our own neighborhoods. The trauma of abuse can last a lifetime, impacting a child's ability to learn, trust, and grow into a healthy adult. While the challenges are so real, so is our ability to create and drive change. Parents, educators, law enforcement, social service agencies, and neighbors all play a critical role in ensuring the well-being of our children. By supporting families, recognizing the signs of abuse, and speaking up when a child is in danger, we can prevent harm before it happens. Prevention is not just about awareness, it requires action from all of us. Raising awareness is important, but it is not enough. A child in crisis needs more than words. They need people willing to step in, advocate, and provide support, both physical and emotional. Whether through mentoring, volunteering, fostering, or simply being a trusted voice for a child in need, each of us has a role to play. A simple act of kindness, a listening ear, or a helping hand can mean everything to a child who feels alone and afraid. We must remain vigilant, speak up when something doesn't seem right, and support these organizations, all of you here, and professionals who work tirelessly every day to protect children, investing in prevention programming, strengthening families, and ensuring that resources are all available for those in need are crucial steps to breaking the cycle of abuse. Jamestown must be a place where every child not only feels safe, but is safe, valued, and heard. Our children deserve to grow up in a community that prioritizes their well-being and invests in all of our futures. Breaking the cycle of abuse starts with us as individuals and as a group. And by turning our concern into action, we can build a stronger, brighter future for the children of our city. At this time, you guys all want to come up for the proclamation. This is a proclamation from the office of Mayor Kimberly A. Eklund, City of Jamestown, New York, in recognition of Child Abuse Prevention Month, April 2025. Whereas the children of Jamestown are the heart of our community and represent the future of our city, deserving a safe, nurturing environment in which to grow, learn, and thrive. And whereas child abuse and neglect have devastating and long-lasting effects on children, families, and the broader community, impacting emotional, psychological, and physical well-being, and creating challenges that can last a lifetime. Whereas preventing child abuse requires the collective commitment of all to foster strong families and create safe, supportive spaces for every child. And whereas raising awareness, increasing access to local resources, and promoting early intervention are essential in reducing the risk of abuse and assuring that children are receiving the care, protection, and encouragement they need to reach their full potential. And whereas Child Abuse Prevention Month serves as a vital reminder of the importance of education, advocacy, and action in safeguarding the well-being of our children in Jamestown, and whereas by standing together as a community, we can ensure that every child in Jamestown grows up in a secure, supportive, and loving environment, free from abuse and neglect, and surrounded by the care and guidance needed to build a bright future. And now, therefore, I, Kimberly A. Eklund, Mayor of the City of Jamestown, do hereby proclaim April 2025 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in the City of Jamestown and call upon residents, businesses, and organizations to unite in protecting, advocating for, and nurturing the children of our community. In witness whereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Jamestown to be affixed on the 2nd day of April, 2025. Who wants it?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being a part in changing the trajectory of our children. So at this time, I want to introduce Carmelo Hernandez, the Commissioner of Social Services.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for having me. So this year I'm taking a little bit of a different approach when it comes to Child Abuse Prevention Month. Last year was my first as commissioner. And my approach last year was see something, say something, which is still very valid and it still needs to be done. However, my approach this year, after the experiences and being in the role now as long as I have been, and seeing the things that we see and knowing the hard work that each and every one of you do, especially our community partners and our child welfare team, I can honestly say we need your help. We need your help as citizens. We need your help to help protect our neighbors. We need, you guys may see it before we do. My goal this year is to be more preventative, in the sense of, yes, we're here, ready to live with the tip of the spear. However, we want to prevent the cases from getting to our desk. If we can get there sooner, if we can intervene sooner and provide those valuable services and support, we just may save a life. If each one of you can honestly help with just one person, just one child, just one family, believe it or not, you'll make this world a better place. These kids are going to be our doctors, they're going to be our lawyers, they're going to be our commissioners, they're going to be your governors, your mayors, they're going to be our leaders. And our goal should be to ensure that they have a healthy and prosperous journey to get there, because we're going to need them. Without them, I mean, where would we be? Where would our country be? Where would our neighborhoods be? So I stand here today to say it's important to prevent, and it's important not to wait till the last minute. It's important to be proactive. So let's be proactive together, and let's help protect our families and protect our children. With that, I would like to introduce Sarah Neen Randall, Safe Harbor Coordinator, Child Advocacy.
Hi everybody, I'm Sarah Neen Randall. I work at the Child Advocacy Program. I am the Safe Harbor Coordinator. Safe Harbor is New York State's anti-human trafficking initiative. It's a pleasure to be here. I have spoken quite a few times, and every year it's a blessing to be able to speak to the community, to speak to our service providers and organizations about the hard work that we're doing here in the county to prevent child abuse, to bring awareness to child abuse. So thank you for having me, and thank you all for being here. I want to give a couple of stats on human trafficking in our community. To date, since Safe Harbor has started in our community in 2016, we've had 420 youth referred to the program. In 2023, there were 63 youth. Last year in 2024, we had 109 youth referred to the program. And so far of this year, we've had 38 referred. And like was just said up here, if you guys see something, say something, speak up, refer kids, make those calls. It's so important to get youth connected to programs that could help reduce further risk, further exploitation. So that's a little bit about some statistics. Math is not my favorite thing, so I won't be on math for too long. But each April, Child Abuse Prevention Month reminds us of a fundamental truth when we're prioritizing building support, connecting communities that strengthen families, where we're working towards a future where all children and families can live purposefully and have happy lives and hope for their future. The campaign theme for this year is Powered by Hope, Strengthened by Prevention. This theme reflects our shared commitment to ensure that all families have access to the resources and support that they need when they need it. Collaborating with our organizations, with advocates, with law enforcement, with CPS to build hope and prevention and awareness is so important. We want to celebrate the power of hope to strengthen families and our communities. Stronger families create healthier communities. Support and empowerment are keys to making that vision a reality. The vision of this theme is one where families can live in connected, supported communities to ensure that families have the support they need before challenges become crises, where we can create a future filled with hope and opportunity. We all believe that this vital work, it takes all of us, families, community members, advocates, business leaders, organizations, and policymakers. How can the community help? How can those of you get involved. How can we reduce children getting harmed? How can we bring awareness? Things that we all can do. We can advocate for family-centered policies like paid leave, increased prevention funding, affordable health care, financial stability. Those are things that we can work towards. Voting and all of those things are so important in our policies. We can raise awareness on child abuse and preventative measures and actions. We can focus on community-based solutions. April 4th is Wear Blue. Wear Blue, post about it, talk about it with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your neighbors. We can partner with local youth programs or family support initiatives, support organizations that connect families with resources. We can build connections with our neighbors. We can offer to lend a hand. Small acts of kindness make a big difference. If you suspect abuse, do something. Make that call. Reach out if you see someone struggling. Every child deserves a bright future, beginning with a positive, nurturing childhood, and every family deserves the support they need to help their family thrive. Together, we can create a community where families live in connected, supportive communities, and all children live purposeful lives filled with positive experiences and hope for the future. Thank you, guys. I'm going to hand this off now to some lovely students from the high school from Justice for All program, Tommy and Delana. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Thomas Gessie. I'm a second-time student of JHS's Justice for All program run by Mrs. Robert. I am also a second-time speaker for this event. Some of you may recognize me. I'm honored to be back here once again as an advocate for any of those who may be struggling right now, whether it be a child, a parent, grandparent, uncle, or aunt. Just know you are seen by not just me, but everyone else in this room and so many others in the community. According to the World Health Organization, in 2024, nearly 6 out of every 10 children have experienced physical or emotional abuse at least once in their lifetime. These kids could be our family, our neighbors, or our classmates. Even the most upbeat kid you know could be experiencing this kind of trauma behind closed doors. It is more important every day that we look for these signs of abuse or neglect in the people we care about, or even strangers. Child abuse does not just hurt you when you were a kid. The effects follow you into your adulthood, and it's something you can never fully forget. That is why, as a community, we must look for these people in our lives who need us to lean on the most. I said last year that we are all living our lives for the first time. So let's make it a life we can all be proud of by reaching out and advocating for those who have experienced a less fortunate life than ourselves and help them to live their best life as well. Thank you for your time, and remember, none of us are fighting this battle alone.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lena Jackson. I'd like to thank you all for being here today. It's not easy to face the truth, but we must acknowledge that our personal comfort cannot outweigh the needs of those who are suffering. Together, we have the power to create safe spaces where people feel supported and know they are not alone in their struggles. We are the advocates who can make a difference. We are teachers, counselors, officers, and family members. As adults, and even as teens, it is our moral responsibility to stand up against injustice and protect others. Let's commit to being present, compassionate, and proactive in this fight for these wrongs. And next up is Diana Butcher.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Y'all are hard acts to follow, let me say. I'm the mayor, the commissioner, Sheridan, the students all just spoke so well of the issues, and so I'll probably skip around so I don't repeat some of the things that have already been said, but you all did such a wonderful job. First of all, appreciate that you all are here today, even though the weather has not been agreeable with us in promoting the event. And I see the commitment every day in the work that we do with so many different agencies. Many are here today, but there's many, many that are not here today that work to make healthier, safer, stronger community for our families in Jamestown. And there's a lot to be said about our statistics, historically not good. For domestic violence and child abuse, we have typically a high rate of those things occurring in our community. But yesterday I did some little research and found that from 2013 to 2023, we actually have reduced those numbers, and we have, being high up ranked in the state is not good. We have actually moved our numbers down. So I want to take a minute to give everybody some applause, because I know there's a lot of people in the audience working really hard right now to do that. So I think we all got to have some applause. Yep. So we know that there can be hard, tough conversations, right, around child abuse. And we always like to look at the Pinwheel for Prevention as a more hopeful and enlightened kind of look at it. It's a really tough thing to talk about, but maybe this month we can find all those good things and shed light, whether that's through social media or wherever, of the good work that's being done and the successes that we have. I know that the county has worked really hard over the last several years. I know CAP, our child advocacy program, and our MDT meeting has done wonderful work. And so I think that we need to, celebrate that this month. We're going to continue to use our collective resources and address reducing stressors for the families. And we're going to educate the community members on how to use positive approaches within our neighborhoods to create safe spaces for children. And we're going to continue to build a strong community that won't tolerate child abuse. So what does my agency do? I'm Diana Butcher. I'm the program director for the Salvation Army and News Center. We're the domestic violence and sexual assault for the program. And today I was going to talk a little bit about our children and family outreach program, which we lovingly refer to as CFOP. And I have a couple of staff with us here today in the back. So if after all of this is done, anyone wants information, phone numbers, or help, they can reach out to Jennifer and Devin and get that information. But the children's program is countywide. Most of our families are based in the Jamestown area, and we work with them. We do small group interventions after school. We do home interventions. We have curriculums that we use. We can meet with the caregivers, the non-offending caregivers, and do parenting after violence or domestic violence classes. And we really focus to work on the 5 protective factors. We want to build those resiliencies. Every family has some strength. We want to find those strengths and we want to build on them. And then we want to make sure that families have access to resources that are going to be helpful to them. So the CFOP group is really, really busy. Last year we worked with 165 individuals and 68 families, and we only had 2 staff at the time. We have 3 now. So I think that was pretty impactful for a little program. I think we're doing a lot of work. And so, yes, again, they're in the back there if you want any information from them. In closing, I just want to say thank you to everybody who attended and whoever, everyone that's going to help for the month and promote the month. And before we leave and wrap up, I have a couple of instructions. I was given some instructions. So because we have this wonderful Western New York weather that does not want to cooperate with us today, we're not going to go to the high school today. But what we would like each of you to do is to find a place where you can plant a pinwheel garden this month. We have some pinwheels with us today. We can supply some more through the Salvation Army if you need them to help promote the month. And then today, after we wrap up, we are going to do a pinwheel planting here at the City Hall. So if you can join us for that and suffer through some rain and maybe a little bit of thunder, we would really love for everybody to come and help us out with that. So appreciate everybody today. Thank you.